Hmm. Well, what's up? Um, yeah, okay, so this is what I'm talking about. I have, today was my busy day, which means I had to do biology, I had to do, sociology, I had to do, figure drawing, and then I went to a figure drawing session, so I did a lot of stand-up art stuff in this. And what was impressed upon me today, is really just the very I don't know, it's like it's weird because we take a lot of things for granted, right? Like we just take a lot of really simple things for granted, like walls. Like this wall. I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's a wall. I can have that. That ceiling. Yeah, I can just have that ceiling. That's cool, whatever." And then we don't really consider what life is like without these things, without these very integral parts of what we do and very we're intimate with them, man. We're intimate with balls. And what I was thinking of today was the fact that like I'm chilling, I'm in class, I'm just doing all this crap and like repetition, like drawing stuff over and over, writing stuff down, blah blah blah. But then I stopped and I'm like, whoa, dude, this is trippy. Like the fact that I am bettering myself as a human being by expanding my horizon when it comes to the things that I know and the things that I'm capable of doing simply by doing something over and over again, like that's intense. The A huge thing that's pushed at my school is the mindset that it's not talent, it's hard work, right? And that's kind of a weird thing because you can argue that either way really. Like talent is just a natural born ability, something that you're just naturally inclined to do, that you're really good at, that you just kind of come out and you're like, yeah, I can do that. And other people are like, they just don't have that. They can't do things that easily. Um, so there's a couple things that have brought this to mind. Like this dude that I'm in figure drawing with, we're chatting with each other, and he was just telling me about music, and we were talking, and apparently this guy plays like a ton of instruments, like a ton, like a lot of instruments. He would just go through, pick out an instrument, learn to play the hardest thing on whatever instrument and genre it was, and then he would just move on to the next genre or the next instrument. And he did that like a ton, and then he basically got bored with it because he was so good at it that he just joined the art section of the school. Like he doesn't even like art or video games, but he's going to a video game school about art because he heard that it was difficult and hard to do. And it's like, bro, why are you doing this? And he's like, well, it's boring now, man. Like this is different. This is cool. I'm cool with this. And it's that like he feels the progression. He's going up. He's learning to do something. That's why it appeals to him, I guess. This other thing is that I was just reading a bunch of bullcrap about like, well, it wasn't bullcrap, it was true, but there's guys called trick shooters. They go around with guns and they do trick shots. So like shoot the head off a match or something at a couple hundred yards or something. Just all this really really fine stuff. Like you have to be really good at shooting a gun to be able to do the stuff they do. Like they throw up a nickel and then they shoot it like a coin. They throw up a coin and they shoot it like 6 times before it hits the ground. That's insane. Like some people are probably naturally inclined to do that, but a bunch of reviews with these guys is like, look at man, just go out, buy a couple $1,000 worth of ammo, and then just practice. And that's literally what they do. And there's worldwide competitions where these guys just get together and blow through hundreds of rounds, thousands of rounds to make all these trick shots. And it's like, it's actually the hard work, not just suddenly knowing how to do something. So, I don't know, that was really just impressed upon me today. And it's really the idea that you can learn literally anything if you work hard enough at it. And I don't want to say work. If you try hard enough at it, if you apply yourself hard enough, because work isn't always a positive thing to people. Like work makes you think of a job, and jobs everybody knows jobs aren't fun. But I don't know. It's just, so think about that. Think about that in respects to you, in regards to you. What is something that you're just naturally good at? Right? Now, just think, it can be anything. It can be walking. It can be falling over. I don't care. Just think about it. And then think about if you weren't naturally good at it. Would you have worked hard to get good at it? Just because, like, you could? Or would you be like, oh, I can't do that, so I'm just going to not do it? It's something to think about. And consider what would be something you would want to learn how to do if you could. And then realize that you can. And then do it. So shut up and do it. Yeah. So the glory of repetition is just something that I was thinking of, and that's cool. So do it and be a boss. I'm going to go to sleep because it's very late. So you have a good night or day. I don't care. Good night.